privilege of meeting with some of the community leaders earlier, and it continues the long work that the Greens have done over many, many years in trying to draw attention to the situation of the Hazaras, and not only the difficulties that many people have faced here, having to go through Australia's hellish immigration system, a system that we in the Greens want to change and see an end to offshore mandatory detention once and for all, and to close down those prisons, and also an end to of people being put in limbo just because of how and when they arrived here. The torture that people are having to go through, being denied the basic rights to work, to study, that utter legal uncertainty that people have been put through for many, many years and continue to be put through. Especially when we thought this government, after the promises they made before the last election, was going to do something about it, is something that hurts us as Greens, and it's something that we have been fighting for during the course of this Parliament, and that we will continue to fight for. And I also want to let you know that the Greens support the calls from the Hazara community and from international human rights groups to recognise and condemn the escalations in violence, the ongoing persecution, and the act of genocide against the Hazara ethnic group in Afghanistan. And that is something that the Greens stand with communities fighting for justice. And we have a very simple proposition, which is that equality and dignity and human rights are for everyone, and that they are indivisible. And part of our job and our responsibility here in this democracy of Australia that we take very seriously is to use our positions, including in the Parliament, to continue to push and call and draw attention to war crimes and genocides where they are happening, to ensure that everyone, no matter where they are, who they are, your sisters, your brothers, your families, that they are entitled to the same rights to live in peace and security and democracy that we have here. And that is an obligation that we think we have. It comes with the privilege of being able to represent in Parliament, and that is to use that voice to shine a spotlight on the injustices that are happening everywhere else. Because we know that unless we have governments like ours stepping up and calling out these injustices, that injustices continue. And that is part of the Greens' DNA, and it's part of what we will continue to do every day that we are in Parliament. And I want to thank you, and some of you have come up and said some very kind words to us and said that you've seen the work that we're doing, and I really thank you for seeing the work that we have been doing over many years now to call out injustice, to call for an end to genocides, and to continue to call for peace. And I want to recommit to you here today and let you know that it means an incredible amount. It means an incredible amount to me as leader of the party, and it means an incredible amount to Steph, it means an incredible amount to all of us that you have turned out here in such numbers. I hope it is a recognition that you've seen what we have been doing so far, and I want to commit to you that it is something we've pledged to continue to do, because for us, this is a basic matter of principle. This is a basic matter of justice. This is just a matter of humanity, and we are going to continue to fight until everyone around the world, including Hazaras, have the same rights that we enjoy.